The power of imagination has been spoken of for centuries by mystics, philosophers, and spiritual teachers. Few, however, have articulated its depth and transformative potential as clearly as Neville Goddard. His teachings invite us to recognize imagination not as mere daydreaming, but as the very creative force through which we shape our reality. Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. John 8:32. Neville reminds us that this truth is not necessarily what our senses report. We are so conditioned to measure truth by external evidence that we forget the deeper reality. Our inner assumptions, when persistently held, will eventually crystallize into the facts of our outer life. The so called truth of appearances can be deceiving, for appearances are only the shadows of past thoughts and beliefs. Imagine a man in prison who chooses to believe he is free. By ordinary thinking, this seems foolish. You see, he remains behind bars. But Neville tells us that if he can fully accept the feeling of freedom, dwell in it, and see the world as a free man sees it, the outer circumstances must eventually shift to match his inner conviction. This is not wishful thinking, it is a law of consciousness. The ancient teachers warned us not to judge by appearances. They understood that every belief we hold about ourselves and others either enslaves or liberates. If we imagine someone as limited, bound, or unworthy, no matter how true it appears, we are bearing false witness to their divine potential. The truth that makes free is the assumption that they already are all they desire to be. Neville's own life was a testament to this. He devoted himself not to the study of countless theories, but to the direct practice of imagination. He would spend hours vividly picturing himself in states completely contrary to his current circumstances until they felt as real as the physical world. He discovered that imagination, when sustained with belief, had the uncanny ability to influence events, people, and even chance encounters in the outer world. Man's imagination is the man himself, he wrote. What you imagine and feel to be true becomes the lens through which life unfolds. Desire is not an idle wish, it is the signal calling imagination to form. When you long for something deeply and then mentally live in the reality of its fulfillment, you are planting the seed of your future. Modern psychology and neuroscience echo this. Studies on mental rehearsal show that the brain responds to vividly imagined experiences as though they are real. Neural pathways strengthen, emotional responses align, and behavior subtly shifts to bring about the imagined state. Olympic athletes use this. High performing entrepreneurs use this. The principle is universal. The mind does not differentiate between vividly imagined experience and physical reality. It acts upon both. Neville often spoke of the state akin to sleep, a relaxed, drowsy condition where the conscious mind is quiet and the subconscious is open. In this state, the seeds of imagination are most readily planted. Here, you look, listen, and feel as though your desire is already fulfilled. You might imagine a simple scene: shaking someone's hand in congratulations, holding a check, hearing a loved one say, "Well done." You repeat it until the feeling takes root, and then you let go of the question of how. In the dimensionally larger world, as Neville called it, your assumption is instantly true. Our three-dimensional reality takes longer to catch up, but it will, inevitably, if you remain faithful to the feeling. Biblical passages reinforce this. He calleth those things which be not as though they were. Romans 4:17. Let the weak say, I am strong. Joel 3:10. These are not poetic exaggerations, but instructions in the art of conscious creation. Neville emphasized that imagination is impartial. It will create the lovely or the unlovely with equal ease. I have set before thee life and good and death and evil. Deuteronomy 30:15. It is up to us to choose what we plant in the fertile soil of the mind. So, how do we apply this? Define clearly what you want, not vaguely, but in detail. Create a simple scene that implies your wish is fulfilled. Enter a relaxed state, akin to sleep, and replay the scene over and over. Feel the emotions as though the event is happening now. Persist, regardless of outer appearances, until the inner reality hardens into fact. Every great transformation begins with the boldness to imagine differently. Neville put it simply: assume that you are that which you want to be. Experience in imagination what you would experience in the flesh were you already that which you want to be. Remain faithful to your assumption. The question, who am I, is the most powerful question you can ask, and your answer shapes the entire drama of your life. If you answer from lack, life mirrors lack. If you answer from abundance, life mirrors abundance. You are not a passive observer in this universe. You are the vine, the root, the creative consciousness through which the unseen becomes seen. Hold to the truth that frees and watch your world transform. Neville Goddard's wisdom is timeless because it reminds us of something profound yet simple. The world out there is an echo of the world in here. Change the inner picture, and the outer must follow. The power of imagination is not a luxury, it is the key to freedom. Use it wisely, and you shall indeed know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.